Well, howdy there. Hey, good to see you again. You know that nice young fella, that Kimmer fella? That was from the Reds. See, I'm trying to remember his name. What was that? Now, dang it. Let me see. I can't quite get it right. It was either Spotted Feather or Spotted Owl or something like that. I'm not certain. But he left me, a kind fellow would left me one of these little tiny cameras so I could, he showed me how to use it, and I'm like, dang, I just wish they would have had something like that back when I was a youngin'. Boy, especially when I was a whippersnapper, I could have got myself in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, could have. Well, I sit here and I'm looking over and seeing, there's six here tonight, yeah. Well, actually, see, 6, 7, 8, that's including, well, actually 9. Yeah, 9. You got 6 out over here visiting, and then there's my nephew and his wife, the young Missy there, yeah, absolutely. See, the party thing, I'm saying, telling you. And right good and too. Especially when she's making that possum stew for me. She's even got where she makes it better than I do. Yeah, you better believe it. Now, where was I last? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, I have a story I want to share with y'all. Yeah. Now, let me see. Now, I remember it was about, I guess it was 1928, 1925, 1928. Well, let's see, might have been that. I don't even remember which wife it was I was married to at that time. Because my previous wife back then, she had passed away. And now this one, she was a good one. Yeah, she was. But I remember, well, I hadn't been married very long at that particular time. And we didn't get to have a honeymoon because certain family members was wanting to try to stick their noses in our business. So we decided we were going to make a trip down to New Orleans. That's right. And see what the hubbub was all about, especially on, what was that, they call that Bourbon Street? Makes you wonder why they called it Bourbon Street, huh? You know what their favorite drink was back then now. So anyway, we went down there. We was there for a week. We had a good time. And, they were playing some good music and stuff, We go dancing. Back then I could dance a little jig. That's right. You see, what was it the young ones would say back in the 1940s, I think it was, cut a rug? Well, I could sure cut a rug. But anyway, now we was over at this one boarding house. Now, I have no never minds about so-called haunts, you know. But they said that place was just really haunted, you know. But I didn't bring old Bessie with me, no. And I didn't have Gimpy with me, no. But Gimpy was left with a young fella that I trusted and liked, you know. I do favors for him, he do favors for me, and so he was taking care of Gimpy. So, but I had no fear of a haunt. No, sir. That's right. No fear whatsoever. 'Cause I knew if even if I had old Bessie, I knew that I could sit there and kill me a haunt dead. But I'm going to tell you about a particular haunt that actually scared me. I was scared, I'm telling you. That's the absolute truth. So anyway, we were staying there in this place, supposed to be haunted, you know, but I didn't see nothing or anything. But then, one particular late night, I heard the most horrible, scariest sound coming up from the hall on that second floor that was on at this boarding house, you know. And the thing was, you know, now the house didn't even look scary. No. So I proceeded to get up, you know. Now, my wife at that time, the missus, she didn't hear anything. She was a sound sleeper. I think she could have slept through a hurricane or an earthquake, and it would have never woke her up. She'd have paid no never mind. If somebody come in there and would have killed her dead, she would have never woke up from that, no. So anyway, I can recall, it must have been about 2 o'clock in the morning, I reckon. And I sit there and open up the door, and I always hated those old squeaky doors. It just get on your nerves, you know. I mean, just, you know. And a lot of people think that, you know, it sounds scary, and it put the goosebumps on you. Well, it's not that it was scary, as the sound of it was so irritating, it put goosebumps on a goose. That's a fact. I sit there and figure, well, whatever was out there, you know, must have done scared them off or whatever, right? And I'm looking down the one direction on the hall. I looked to my left, didn't see a dang thing. And then I looked to the right. The hall proceeded, I don't know, I guess 50 feet. And then there was the stairs that went down, right? And there were hardly no lights there, very dim. I mean, it was nothing but shadows. But down at the end of the stairs, there was a little bit of light there, though it would even cast more shadows up into the hall there. Well, I started to walk down because I heard something like some weird sound, kind of like a muffled grumbling or mumbling or something, I don't know. So anyway, I proceeded to start to walk over that way carefully to see what was going on. I figured if it was some kind of dispute between some wife and her husband, I wasn't going to get involved in that. None of my business. But when I probably only walked about very slow, probably about 15 feet from the door of our room, and then I saw this form coming up. At first it was like the shape of a head, just a weird looking shape, you know. And then it kept coming up, you know, like from the steps, coming up the steps. And then I stopped, and I was in there waiting. I had my hunting knife with me. And next thing you know, what I saw was just total horror. I mean, it just scared the living daylights out of me. I proceeded to run and as fast as I could, and I ran into our room and slammed the door, and I locked the bolt, and I was in there, went to the window, opened it to see if there was a balcony, and there was. So I tried to shake my wife, you know, up. She was a hard one to wake up. So finally I sit there and said, I told her, I said, you better get up. I says, trouble's coming. I says, there's a haunt coming. She said, get up. I said, let's get out of here. You know, so I figured we'd come get our stuff later, you know, but I did grab her robe and her slippers, and I helped her real fast, like, get on. She kept asking me, what's going on, what's wrong, you know. I said, no, never mind, it's a haunt. So we got out there, down on that balcony, and there was some little steps. We went down that, and there was this cabby, you know, with a horse and buggies, and so got them to stop, got on, and told them to take us to the nearest bar. No, not, you know what I mean. What is it them people call, saloons or something. Anyway, went there, and oh, I tell you what, my missus was not a happy camper. And she demanded I take her back, and I said, not till I knocked me out a couple of bottles of bourbon. And I was getting pretty close to getting drunk, I'm telling you. Because what I saw was the most horrible thing that anyone could ever see. And I tell you, it would scare any man. Because, what? I can't read your sign there. Hold on. Oh, okay. You want to know what did I see? Well, it was a haunt. But the ugliest dang haunt and scariest thing I ever did see in all my life. And I shuddered thinking about it to this day. You know what that thing looked like? It was the devil himself. It was my mother-in-law. I'm telling you, total horror. Oh, she was a meanin'. And I tell you what, that wasn't about, no, I was going to get out of there, you know, that place was haunted. And that place, I didn't want to mess with that particular haunt. You know, they're just, even Gimpy, my dog is scared of that haunt, you know, so, yeah. But, eventually, in time, though, throughout the years, she eventually did become a, what would be the word, a goner haunt? she went to the way of the dirt, the grave, you know. But I want to tell you, that was one scary story right there, because it was the truth. scariest darn thing you ever did see in all your life. That's right. I don't think in all the U.S. was anything more scarier than that one. Oh yeah. And I could tell you some tales about that one, that's for sure. Well, I better get on a going. I got some stuff I gotta do. Like, get to smacking down on some good old fried chicken. And I got some mashed potatoes with some awesome possum gravy. Oh yeah. And I tell you right now, y'all want some? No? Why they making faces, Missy?
They probably never had none of that.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think so. I think they're no wonder why some of them look a little sickly. They're starting to turn green. I swear. Yeah. Well, I'll let you go. And glad y'all dropped by. Yep, I sure am. And next time I'll tell you another good one, you know, and if you got any questions, more questions, you know, besides just the one, well, I will be sure to, you know, try my best to answer them the best I can. You know, because, yeah, I got a mind like a steel trap, but the thing is, with them steel traps, they can get a little rusty at times. That's right. Get a little rust on it, but I try to keep it oiled, you know. Yeah, keep it working. So, you take care. Be safe out there, youngins. You young whippersnappers. You be sure you wash your paws. And you keep your mask on when you're out in the public around crowded people and things if you're going out because you have to. And, you know, be sure you do these things and keep your safe distance from these people who ain't got no brains in their head, the dang idiots. Ain't got no toleration for no confounded dang idiots. That's right. So, you take care now and be good, and I will talk with you another time. So, okay. Y'all come back now, you hear?